everyone, welcome back to my channel. As we're still in the first week of the new year, I thought I'd share with you some of my resolutions for 2018. However, they're not normal resolutions. I thought I would make some theatre related resolutions. I thought this would just be quite fun to share with you all and to hopefully force me to do these things. Also, it'll give you a little kind of glimpse into what sort of stuff will hopefully be on my channel in the next year. At the top of my list, I've put that I definitely need to see more fringe theatre. I live in London, I'm very, very lucky, but I feel like I so rarely go to the fringe theatres. There's still so many theatres, like small theatres, that I've not visited. So this is something that I definitely want to do this year. The next thing I'm gonna say, it sounds a little bit pretentious, but especially in the past year of solidly making videos, I was a bit worried that if I didn't go to a show that was like really big and well known, that like I'd make a video and it wouldn't really get any views and it wouldn't really kind of help in terms of the YouTube channel. And now I've kind of got to a stage where I have a lot of lovely people watching me, and I've noticed that sometimes it doesn't really matter what I post because people are more watching it for me. Oh god, it sounds so big-headed and pretentious, but it's exciting for me to be able to know that I can go to these different theatres, I can see smaller shows, but hopefully you're still going to enjoy the content because it's what I'm making and it's my opinion, and yeah, hopefully it'll spread some more awareness of the smaller theatres that we've got in London and what's going on. I really hope that didn't sound massively big-headed. I feel like it did. I didn't mean it that way. Ugh. The second thing on my list is to actually venture out of London more often and see more touring productions. I am very lucky being in London that there's always a lot of theatre going on, but there are also some amazing tours happening this year, so it would be nice to venture out, see a bit more of my home country. There are some places and theatres that I've never visited, so I think it'd be quite nice to do two in one, a bit of travel and obviously theatre going, and to see some amazing productions on the road. The third thing on my list is something I've wanted to do for absolutely ages, and I'm really hoping that it's going to happen in 2018, and that is to see a show in a completely different language. I've been to see shows in other countries, like recently I went to Zurich to see Wicked, but it was the English production. So I think it would be so fascinating to watch a show that I know. Obviously it needs to be something that I know because otherwise I won't understand it at all. I just think it'd be so fascinating to see a show that I know in a whole other language, and especially I think then to really appreciate how a different language audience experiences a show. Does that make sense? I think it made sense. That's something I want to do. I really want to see a show in another language. The fourth thing on my list is to try and see more plays. If you've watched my videos for a while, you've probably noticed that I go to a lot of musicals because I love me a good song and dance. But I feel like there are a lot of plays, especially in the last year, that I have missed out on. So that's something I want to work on. And potentially this is something that I'm gonna have to do with Sean because he loves plays. So I feel like if I'm going with other people that love plays, that'll probably help with enjoying the whole experience and getting used to it. But yeah, and there's nothing wrong with just liking plays or just liking musicals, but I want to be a bit more sort of diverse in my selection of shows and also my opinions on things. The fifth thing on my list for 2018 is to get to the Edinburgh Fringe. I've said this, I think, every year for the past 2 or 3 years. I'm like, I must go to the Fringe this year, I absolutely must. And then summer rolls around and I'm not at the Edinburgh Fringe. I really like Edinburgh anyway. I've been there once, twice, I think maybe just once. Yeah, once. I've been to Edinburgh, but I've also been to Glasgow. So yeah, I really want to go to see some stuff at the Edinburgh Fringe this year. Low-key hoping that someone's gonna be like, oh, she makes videos about theatre, let's send her up there. But I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I'll probably just end up taking myself there. But yeah, I think it's always obviously a really exciting experience, and I know that because loads of friends go and they're like, oh my gosh, it's crazy, but I love it. So I really want to do that this year. It must be really exciting to see shows, like some of them obviously at the beginning of their journey, not the very beginning, but you know, their first performances or what have you. I'm actually seeing a show at the Arts Theatre week after next that was at the Edinburgh Fringe. So, you know, it'd be exciting to be like, oh yeah, I saw it when it was at the Fringe Festival. That's something I definitely need to do in 2018. If you care enough about me going, please can you like bug me on social media, be like, Rukaya, have you booked to go to Edinburgh yet? Come on, you need to sort it out. Please do that. And if you know any stuff that's going to be happening at the Fringe and you want to send any recommendations my way, I know it's very early in the year right now, but I'm so open to any recommendations of shows. So I would appreciate your suggestions. Another thing I have that's sort of on the list but not really wholly related to theatre is just to do with my like content in general. Obviously I just want to make my videos even better this year. I feel like I grew a lot in 2017 in terms of like numbers, but also in the way I'm making videos, so that's really fun. But obviously I just want to grow and grow and grow in the new year. But I would love to do some like interviews and stuff, some more things to do with theatre that isn't necessarily just show reviews or me sitting here, you know, but it's kind of hard. There's a lot of permissions required. So that's something I'd love to do this year. I'd really love to do that. It's just getting in the right doors, probably the stage door, but you know, the right doors. Anyway, those are my theatre related resolutions for 2018. I'd love to know if you've been thinking about the sort of stuff that you want to see this year. I know for some people you don't necessarily live in a city, so it's a bit harder, but you know, if there are any shows that you are travelling to see or you're particularly excited to see, I'd love to know in the comments. Do share them. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and you'd like to see more of me in the future. I make a lot of theatre content, so if you love theatre, please do stick around. I hope you're doing really well and you're having a great start to the new year, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!